everyone, welcome back to Animation Gets Real. I am here all the way from California just to let you know that anything is possible.
I actually love the camp because I think it was great, you know, that we could make our own animations and do stuff and learn about music and all of that. And that's what I'd really like.
I like much the animation camp. Así aprendo, and that's how is the beginning.
I think I like this class here because it helped me explore my imagination a lot, especially with like making my own stuff.
I like to draw and color on the computer.
I think it's good. It would help me in my YouTube channel.
My favorite part of the camp was animation. We just make some cartoons like Bugs Bunny.
It's pretty great. I like the software. It's pretty nice. And I think my animation's kind of getting along pretty great.
It's fun to make the movements of animation. Tigger.
Now I'm missing these 4 screens of the storyboard.
Yeah, I like to do a drawing. Make a great picture.
I kind of like that Toon program. I did a little bit of my character, and it's Derek Sanchez yawning.
A lot of people here are the kind of people who are either artists or they're like me, who just happen to like cartoons and trivia, and they can sit here and tell you about various voice actors and animators throughout the decades. And people who are part of this program can learn about the process of animating and learn for themselves how to do it, which they could if they wanted to take this further into an actual career of animating if that was something that they wanted to do.
That's one thing that's a dream of mine, God willing, is to work for Disney or even just being an animator itself. You know, I don't have to be for one of those big companies. I want to show to others you don't have to come from a lot of money. As long as you have the passion and the drive to do it, that's what matters. And that's exactly what I see with Dani. You know, she didn't let what people's opinions get to her. She kept on going. She said, no, I'm getting my business. And now look at her. She's definitely an inspiration, and I'm so glad to have been here.
I have to graduate from high school and go to college to find an animation course.
While animation is interesting to see, it's interesting to see the movement and how realistic it can get, it's not fully complete until it has sounds that are corresponding to whatever's happening in footage. So you can't have realism without sounds unless the planet you're having the animation take place on is has no atmosphere.
It comes to a stop and he says bother because he probably has a pretty bad insurance crisis.
While we were back in Monday, I had started one of many different entities. I used to also did not know what I was supposed to do. This was supposed to be my first time, but until Wednesday, I started knowing what the teacher told me what to do. So I had listened to her and what she all spoke to me. So I decided to also did some bit of animation tests and all of that started.
Overall, we were pretty happy with what we got. We learned how to use Toon Boom, which is really exciting because I've always wanted to try animation at least a little bit. Again, also on the music side, we learned how to utilize our iPads to a better extent because personally, me and Jeremy, we've had stuff like GarageBand on our iPads. You know, even though I've had it on my iPad for a long time, you know, I didn't really get to use it well until I came to this camp and learned how to use it.
If it comes in at this angle, it'll exit off the opposite.
process of entertainment, usually things are done separately. There's that one person who composes all the music and the other person who draws and animates everything. So
I like the iPad class, and I love the sound effects of the new Incredibles 2 trailer. We added our own sounds.
The music class is pretty great. I learned how to make my own music, even though it's fan-made. And yeah, I was trying to inspire people like James Venable, who was a music composer from California.
You know, making sounds with just using music. I didn't know that was possible. Now I do. I can definitely apply that to my high school and being in film class, using all these new sound effects.
Making music is fine, you know, but I did learn a lot of new ways to make music, which was great.
The iPad was fun, and I like to create my own music.
We got to do this one part where we did voiceovers for a trailer, and it was pretty fun.
I think it was great learning how to use the music and the garage bands.
I'd say GarageBand. Using the app GarageBand would be my favorite thing about it, considering that I was able to find a keyboard in that app that allowed me to replicate the sounds of the engine's whistles from Thomas and Friends.
It was fun listening to the sound.
The wonderful thing about triggers is triggers are wonderful things. The tops are made out of rubber, the bottoms are made out of strings. The bouncy, flouncy, flouncy, pouncy, fun, 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 fun. But the most wonderful thing about triggers is I'm the only one. I'm the only one.
What's up, docs and doctresses? Welcome to my 8th anniversary celebration. Today, we're doing volume 1 of my cartoons, from 1938 to 1945. So, I was born, or created, as a prototype character called Happy Rabbit in 1938. And, speaking of prototypes... You cold? Well, look who's here. It's Happy Rabbit, my prototype character. Then, I have my very own form in 1940. So, without further ado, let's get on to my famous cartoons. Roll the cameraman!
Bother!
It's our turn, Marlon.
Gee, you're so happy about it. Unlike that time at the water park incident.
In a world where people fight for tournaments, glory, and honor, these people shall thrive in their popularity.
Welcome, fighter, to the planet of YouTubers fighting with their powers. This video game will make you have honor within fighting. Welcome to YouTuber Battle Clash. Play as your favorite YouTuber alongside 2 unknown YouTubers. Fight against the evil who seek for power. Come join the fight in YouTuber Battle Clash.
Oh, Derek, I know how you feel about your hat. Let me tell you a story of why I used to have my own hat.
Ihmiset on ne toivot.
I don't think there was any worst parts. I think the best part was, bringing something like what I made to life.
The thing I really love about this camp is that it showed me things that I never really get to use because I was an inside type of kid that always stayed inside, never really played outside with my friends that much. So at first I didn't really want to go to this camp because I just want to stay at my other summer camp to play with my friends. But then when I went here, Dani Bowman showed me how to this app called Toon Boom, which was drawn like an animation app that you can draw and make your own things and make it into your own video. And that really changed me. and I really want to go to this camp more and more often to finish my video and to learn about the more things that can help me throughout this camp.
I thought it was really great. Everyone's nice. She teaches us pretty well on how to animate. She teaches us a couple of tricks as well. And overall, it's just pretty fun.
Well, my favorite part of the camp would have to be making friends, doing the animation, and making the music.
I have music on my radio.
It was amazing. Yeah, I like the music all the way in the back. Maybe I might dislike about this camp. The food I didn't like.
It was great. It's very interesting, you know. I originally just came here, you know, just to make sure I just supervise my little brother and all that stuff like that. But you know, I ended up having a lot of fun myself. How about you, Jeremy? Did you have fun?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you want to come back here next year?
Yeah.
Pues bien, y me gustó, and I like it.
I have to say, this camp was not bad.
One more thing I forgot to say. I wanted to say not only did I learn so much, but one thing I learned with VSA, we work here as a community. And I'm not autistic, but I can say one thing. It was a true inspiration to me seeing all these other kids that are on the whole spectrum, and just seeing the awesome work and creativity that comes out of their minds. Thank you, VSA, for giving them all a chance to do this, and to really let their inspiration and passion shine even more.